warm welcome to all. I'm Haripriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Costume Design and Fashion. So in this video, we are going to see about the anatomy of a sewing machine. So anatomy in name, it is the parts and functions of a machine. So understanding how precious components work together to create a perfect stitch through the coordinated mechanical choreography. So it is mainly how the needle has to work, how the machine parts has to be in work, what are all the parts in the machine. We have to concentrate on every part, so how it works, what is the procedure behind the stitching. We are going to see about those things today. So the first is needle. The needle is engineered with multiple specialized parts working in harmony. From the shank is the topmost part of the needle that anchors it to the needle bar through the blade, containing the long groove of a scarf that allows the hooks to pass closely. Each element serves as a critical function. Selection depends on the fabric weight and characteristics of the right needle, ensures the flawless stitch formation. So in this we can see about what is the needle. It is placed in between here and it shows how it has been working. So there are three parts in a needle: shank part, body part and the eye part. Eye is having the hole, we are using thread on it. So it is the main concept of needle. So the next one is bobbin system foundation. So the bobbin, how the bobbin case works and what is the purpose of bobbin case. Holds the bobbin containing the bottom thread moving into the position to catch the upper thread. So mainly the bobbin case is used to hold the bobbin, which is placed having the bottom thread, and it has been placed inside. There is some clamp like that, so we have to fix the bobbin case on that with the winded bobbin. The next is bobbin winding. Wind the thread onto the bobbin while the clutches disc engages the stitching mechanism. So there is a mechanism which holds the bobbin and there is a bobbin case. It is mainly concentrated on those things. So those things are the main concept of bobbin case. And then the loop formation. If the upper thread is passed penetrating the fabric inside, there is a lower thread which forms the loop, and the loop has been holding the top and bottom as a stitch. So whether it is the main concept of fabric stitching, the top stitch is from the needle and the bottom formation of thread is from the bobbin case. This is the concept of bobbin case. So the next one is thread upper and lower pathway. So the thread spool, the spool pin is in the top of the machine, starting point of the upper thread pathway. There is some guiding. It passes through the thread has been passes through those guide and the tension disc. It is the main. Then third is the take up lever that controls the thread feed and loop tightening. Then fourth is the last and final, it is the needle. So from the top spool pin to the needle, it is the bottom. So this is the main way of threading. Thread spool, starting point of the upper thread pathway. Second is guide and tension. Thread passes through the guides and tension discs. Third one is take up lever, control the thread feed and loop tightening. Fourth one is needle eye, final destination of precise stitching formations. So lower threading involves the correct bobbin placement through the tension spring of the bobbin case, ensures the balanced stitch quality. So it is the main process of threading. Control mechanism, precious regulator, take up lever feeds the threads during the downward needle motions and lightens the loop during the upward motion. The rhythm keepers of the stitch formation. The tension disc, two concave discs held by the spring, and the nut regulates the thread pressure and essential for the consistent stitch tension. Third one is throat plate, semicircular or a rectangular plate which preciously sized hole prevents the flagging while allowing the needle penetration. Those are all the parts inside the needle. The next one is presser foot family. What is the main concept of presser foot? Standard hinged regular sewing riders over fabric thickness variations, compensating spring loaded two guide stitching at specific distance from raised edges, zip feet, half feet of a narrow toed version stitch closest to zipper teeth, Fourth one is invisible zip, roller zip teeth, uprights for a precious base stitching. Last is piping, control the piping cord position relative to needle. Ruffling, it is creates a small pleats or gathering on the single fabric ply. So those are all some of the types of presser foot. This is mainly concentrating on the standard is regular one, compensating is having two, so it is a specific distance placed. Zip fit is mainly concentrated on for using the zipper stitches. Invisible zip, there are some presser foot for invisible zip attaching. Piping we have done in the corners of the garment for finishing purpose. There is a presser foot for that. And the ruffling, there is ruffling, it is somewhat like pleats one or gathering one. It is done by some other presser foot. So there are 6 presser foot we are discussing about it. So the next one is stitching auxiliaries, guides, folders, stack feeders, stackers. So those are some of the supporting auxiliaries. This is somewhat how both the sewing machine has been working. The top and the bottom has to be to be mingled work, and it gives a proper stitches. So it is a main concept of coordinated dance. And the precious through coordination is needle penetration, loop formation, bobbin case, stitch tightening, fabric advance. So we have to concentrate on those things for to make a proper stitched fabric. Thank you.